Mike was muted. Oh, there we go. Forgot to unmute it. There we go. What is going on? Welcome back to the Torn League, guys. Tonight, my name is Calamity, or Clam for short. I will be your host, your caster for this evening, and we should have a banger matchup on our hands. It's going to be Last Resort going up against Wicked Gaming tonight for the Group H match, and so far, so good. Last Resort, kind of middle of the road, it seems like, in their group so far, 2-2. 6-6, dead even on their map record as well. And then Wicked on the other side, kind of struggling so far, 0-4, only won one map. They're looking for a big upset tonight. But let's take a look at the rosters as we transition. The teams. Let's look at the rosters now. We got Kova, Rewind, El Chef Gordo, had to shorten that one, and Tragic for Last Resort. And I don't think I've seen these guys play. I think I maybe have seen a couple of these dudes before, potentially. I don't know. I cast a lot of different people, so it's it's a good refresher for me for Last Resort tonight. We'll see what they're cooking with. But yeah, Wicked on the other side. I mean, hey, Wicked living up to their gamer. They got the player on the team. We got Wicked. We got El Sancho, Vibes, and Cardi as well. Cardi World, I believe. And it looks like they are all in the lobby. So just waiting a little bit longer for them to start it, but we should be good to go. I'll take a quick look at the maps and modes before we get loaded on in here. It's going to be Scar, a double dose of Den, and then Colossus, Hardpoint, Exposure, S&D to close things out here. So, I mean, potentially, this is one of those matchups that could very well end up being a 3-0, right? Like, it's one of those teams where, you're playing, a middle of the pack team, not the best, not the worst, they've beaten some decent teams. They've lost to some great teams. So it's hard, right, to judge. But Wicked, I think, honestly, even if they're able to take a couple of maps tonight, that would be a victory for me. But, I mean, they really need an upset win to keep their playoff dreams, hopes alive, really. At this point. So, if it's going to see extended maps, it's really going to all be about the SND, I think, really, at the end of the day. If you can win the SND and extend the series, you could take it, but you're going to have to steal a respawn, I believe, as well. So it's going to be a tough uphill battle for sure for Wicked in that aspect. I think Den SND is a must win. And then you're going to have to probably steal one of the hard points because, Overload's not an easy mode to steal. I think off of teams that know what they're doing. I've seen it time and time again where teams, they struggle immensely with Overload where, they're not on the same page. Slaying be damned sometimes. It's just about the routes you're taking and decision-making that you do in the right moments. So I've seen a lot of teams where they get all the kills, they get one cap, and they immediately get counter capped because they're not playing the map reset, right? I've seen that happen time and time again, and, good teams kind of struggle sometimes with that aspect. So it's not all about the slaying, but, it's going to have to be somewhat about it for Wicked tonight, I think, for sure, if they're going to at least be able to steal a respawn, right? And as we go forward, further into the map set, if we do need more extra maps, Colossus, there's a lot of slaying on that map as well. SMG's got to be frying for sure, and we'll see if they're going to be up for it. I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. I don't know, guys. I think prediction-wise, this is a tough one. I still probably, I think it's going to be a 3-0, if I'm being honest. It's one of those things where it's hard to root against the statistics, It's, me not having a whole lot of knowledge of these players in general. It's going to be tough. But, I guess we'll see. Hopefully it'll be at least a decent series. If it is a 3-0, I would hope that it's at least a close 3-0 and not just a one-sided blowout. But we'll see. If Wicked can steal that SND, who knows? They can make the series delayed more than it needs to be. They could even potentially take it if they're able to steal one of those respawns. Like I said, let's say they just come out and win this first hard point. There you go. All bets are off at that point. All cards, on the table. They could definitely show me something, but regardless, it's going to be a tough one. We'll see. I believe I hear the beeps in my ear. We are going to be loading on in to map number 1 here. It's going to be Scar, hard point here. And the ARs, they got to come out. They got to come out shooting. This is kind of a hill or a map where you can kind of lock down a lot of the map from just power positions. So we'll see who ends up, claiming these power positions early and who's going to be frying off the rip here. I got my eyes on the big Kova. We'll see what he's showing me. And I believe, let's see if I have the team names right here for a moment. It looks like they are flipped, so I will get that situated here in a moment. Let me flip those for you guys real quick. And then now we are off to the races on board with Tragic from Last Resort here. Looking for a big kill toward top mid. Unable to win that. Wow. Nice shots, honestly, from Vibes there across the map. Rewind gets the trade on 1, but trades on trades through mid-map. Nobody on time. Finally, it will go blue, and Q gets a perfect timing on Gordo there, and already 3 dead. Q, okay, kill feed's wrong, but a Q does end up getting 3 somehow there. Gotta love the kill feed being wrong. Got 2 number 3s on the map. Just Codcaster things, it is what it is, but already, off the break, so far, so good. Wicked coming out for Ryan. Rick with another 3-piece, 12 seconds of time already. Unfortunately, they are all going to die, but I love this positioning, the decision-making from Wicked. They're going to choose to opt to rotate, give up that last little bit of scrap time on P1, and try and get something done on the rotation here, but they got to watch out for Gordo. Yeah, he's in the back, red steps, and yeah, looks like Wash kind of missed him on that one. Unable to find him, and then Gordo just gets a double. The pinch is coming on in as well from number 8. Look at this positioning from Kova from top blue. He should be able to get one here. Oh my god, they just run past each other in the night there. It looks like Kova good for a double and good to set up the spawn trap, but they got to be careful because the spawns are flip-flopped. There's splits all over the damn place at the moment. Tragic behind 2, unable to get either. And back and forth affair. Gordo, I mean, doing the Lord's work top red, but just losing teammates around him. And now the brakes are on in. It's going to be Wicked. They're going to be on the point for the moment. They're kind of in unfortunate circumstances, really, for Last Resort there. They read the splits, but they read them a little bit too late. And now, I mean, it's going to be up to Wash to salvage this. Rewind gets a nice double on the hill. He'll still stay down. And, I mean, hey, this is 20 seconds of scrap time, so this is not chump change. Rotations are on, though. So far, so good for Wicked, but still meeting a little bit of resistance toward top green, and the spawns will flip. Is one going to read this, though? I'm not sure if he's going to be reading Kova in time. And it looks like he will turn around. Kova not with his gun up, though, so might be able to get picked off here for free, but I like his positioning, honestly. Wash backs on up, waits for his teammates. He's going to reload, and now he has support from Plane, but unfortunately, not good enough as Rewind's here. Rewind should be able to make the break happen. There we go. 4 dead. It's going to be Last Resort on the better end of things, but still a very close game, honestly, in this map number 1. Something I wasn't expecting, really. If you just look at the straight stats on this game, I mean, this is not something I would have called off the rip. I mean, it's still very, very early in this map, but I mean, it's still one of those things where, I mean, I was expecting domination just from start to finish. Maybe the player's not quite warmed up yet. Maybe that's something that'll come into play later as they shoot their guns a little bit more, but we'll find out. So far, it's been Gordo having a great map, and Rick on the flip side for his team doing his thing. Wicked, you know, they're going to cut their losses. They're going to rotate. Are they going to read the pressure, though, from number 8? Looks like he might have snuck through. Yeah, looks like he's in the back as well. And he will get picked up. So Washed, I mean, kind of saves their ass there. I'm not going to lie. In the back, he spawns his teammate on him, but they still got to be careful. I mean, the numbers are just mounting in the back. You look at Rewind. He got through Plane. Nobody picked up that pinch there. Rewind, I mean, just living back here is already a W. We'll see if he can get anything more done already. If he finds another one. Slow plays the positioning to perfection. Chef's kiss there. It will be Last Resort maintaining the spawn control for now. And still a lot of time to gain on this P4 hill as well. I mean, this is 30 seconds that they can collect here. They have a decent setup to do so. Gordo getting one from the front. 3 are going to fall, and Gordo going for style points. One shot, unable to finish that one, but that should relay the info to his teammates. And yeah, Washed a little bit of sloppy shots there, but honestly, even if he got that kill, it probably would not have led to a break anyway. And at this point, you really don't even want to break that P4. You want to be setting up where Wicked is at toward new anyway. I like this positioning from Vibes, just playing it ready toward top red, but the shots are not good enough for either of those kills, so unfortunate for him. Shots do not pay off in that regard. Wicked is here, but they're losing gunfights, and this positioning from Rewind, he gets toward top green, does the damage. Him and Gordo doing a lot of the heavy lifting in the slaying, and they're not done. Rewind unable to get the first one, but the red arrows, they are collapsing, and a double nade over the top. Gordo, what a frag grenade from him, just breaks the hill by his solo dolo. And now Q with the decision to make. Does he go for the pinch? And it looks like he's going to. Shots in the back on 1 as 3 are going to fall. And I mean, Gordo does get to the back, but I mean, the pistol shot's looking like foremost trigger finger there. Unable to collect. And now with 20 seconds left, Wicked's in a good spot because they flipped them on their head. They're set up for P1 as well. I mean, you know, the scrap time is not the most important. It's these gunfights in transition. Wash, get some shots in on 1, and he should be able to clean it up. So, Wicked, oh, I thought they would have had spawn. Somehow they flipped on their head immediately as I say that, so maybe they pushed out the back a little bit too far there. And honestly, that can happen. Sometimes spawns on this game are kind of dog shit, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty bad. Hopefully, we'll get some spawn updates one day that make sense, but I mean, hey, you can read spawns as long as you know them, as long as you played the game enough. Even bad spawns, you can read. It's just whether or not you get the timings, but so far so good. It seems like P1 has been favored for Wicked this entire game so far. They've done a great job on this hill, but as I say that, the break might come on in. It's going to be Vibes and Co. trying to live. Just Q left on the hill by his lonesome, staying down. I love this patience from him. Just waiting for his teammates to get on the hill. And I mean, Gordo going for a pinch, but all three off of spawn cannot seem to help him out. Q going for a little sneaky beaky-like play there, able to get the one. And that's some good time, honestly, from Wicked there on P1. They do a great job just, I mean, slow playing it, playing patiently, not over-challenging. And that's all you need to do, really, sometimes on P1, on hills like that where, you know, you can kind of finesse, right? Same thing on P2, behind the box here. Rewind going for a chow, but unable to get it here. The break is going to be coming on in, and Wicked, I mean, they're set up for new as well. Wicked doing a great job on this P2, doing their thing so far, and it's going to be up toward Last Resort to try and break. We'll see what their comms are sounding like as they attempt to break on this P2 hill.
You guys have to block. Whoever else one has to block. I got needed, bro.
I'll block. Push up. Start pushing up. I'm blocking. I'm blocking.
Top their side, top red. 2 on the back steps too.
Top red is absolute top red. Absolute top red.
Just go ahead and rotate.
Yeah, we gotta rotate here. We gotta get all in it. We need all P3. Big two.
This is market pinching y'all. Last guy's market pinching.
Let's good scratch, Bordo. Good scratch, Bordo.
Yo.
One's on plane on me. Plane.
Dead.
Top blue behind you, Gordo. Top blue. There's 2 ult. One top blue, one top red.
Top green, dead.
I spawned red.
I'm looking for them.
Yo, I stun with P5.
One top green.
Top blue on me.
One top green, one back green.
Top blue shit on.
No, 2 P5. Both weak P5. Both weak P5.
Block this one in. I'm hitting P1 now.
I'm blocking.
To a point.
He's pushing our boat.
Top green.
Both weak.
Come on,
Top green, make
more
it.
energy, bro.
Make it.
So
One's
top
P5.
I spawn both still.
Five fucking.
Both dead.
Bottom green,
Yeah,
hopper. Bottom green,
respond,
hopper.
yeah,
Red,
respond,
Gordo.
Point 1E, bro. P5. He's P5.
One by wall.
I'm nading time.
Point dead.
On the plane. Plane weak.
One on hill.
There's one in back blue already.
Play for new.
You gotta play the
I spawned out.
Yeah,
They're pushing
deep
the
back blue. Fences.
Back blue, absolute.
One back. One.
And that's the comps of Last Resort there. Excuse me, sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, no, definitely sound locked in. Maybe a little bit frantic in the comps for my liking. Maybe a little bit, and I mean for good reason. I mean, right, they're down about 50 points right now to Wicked. I mean, Wicked has done a great job on that P3. They just held it for basically the entirety there. Or maybe not the entirety, but most of it, it seemed like toward the end there. And I mean, it's going to be Last Resort on this new hill. We'll see if they can try and hold on. Wicked going for the break in the back. Hugh able to get the pistol kills. A double for him. He just stays alive, does his thing. And that's going to spawn all of Last Resort out. We'll see if they can do anything on this break. They got about 20 seconds to do so. It's a catch-22. Do you hit ult for 20 or do you just cut your losses and rotate? They kind of need to hit the scrap time. But at the very same time, you can't really afford to give them all a P5. It's going to have to be a great rotation. It looks like they will be on new. Tragic going for an OE here, but the spawns are going to be in the back. Look at where Kova spawned all the way out. Yeah, that's the risk you play, the gamble you take trying to go toward new, but honestly, it still should be Last Resort in the back maintaining control, and they will be, so thankfully they are able to get that, but I hear a Hellstorm missile in the air. It's going to be Rick with the missile. Let's see if he can get anything on the hill. He's not able to get the hill player at all yet, and yeah, he's not even going to go for the hill player. Doesn't get anything of value with that Hellstorm other than the information, so I guess good news for Last Resort. They don't have to do a whole lot. Just sit on their hands while 3v4 is happening. But Vibes, I mean, he just runs through the front, and he knows where this player is top green. They're going for the pinch, and they're going to flip them on out as well. I mean, Wicked, you can't win it here, but you've done a great job breaking this hill, considering that Hellstorm did not get any sort of value at all. Washed in the back now. Waiting for his teammates to pinch. When does he elect to strike? And he's going to go off the top ropes, but a team kill at an inopportune moment. Scrap time going red for the moment, but 4 dead just like that, and that might have honestly helped Last Resort. They're going to flip toward new as well, so they should be able to have a little bit of map space to work with, but they got to be pretty much flawless from here on out. They can't afford to let Wicked soak that P1 like they did last time around. It's Wicked, I mean, they've done a great job setting up on this hill, and yet another 3 dead. It's going to be Q with another one. There we go, 4 dead yet again. It's not over yet, but I mean, Wicked, they've done a great job on P1. It's going to have to be more breaks coming on through, and there we go, 4 dead, 4. Wicked there, Last Resort. They'll stabilize for the moment. They have the preferred side probably on this hill. But Can they hold? This route from Wash might prove fruitful here. He's going to go shots for top blue, but he gets turned on. No, Rewind picks it up. Didn't finish the player toward top blue, and now it's just a mix fest on P1. Both teams eclipsing 200 points, and we're going to P2. And honestly, the way it's looking, it might even go to a P3. This has been a contest fest in this last couple of hills. See if Gordo has any sort of ice on this rotation. He's going to be top red. I don't think they know this player is in the hill. This is going to be vibes on the hill by his lonesome for the moment. Gordo, he wins an important, crucial gunfight in transition, but how long can you stay alive? I mean, this guy has 40 kills right now, but it's going to come down to the wire. The nade's going to land as well. The pinch is on in, though. The pinch is on in from Rick, but he's the last one alive off of spawn, and his teammates are going to spawn blue behind him. And the flip is being red as well. They know he's here. It's only a 1-for-1. And this is only 10 more seconds before Last Resort are going to take map number 1. They are going to get broken for the moment. Contest is coming on through. Rewind slides toward the hill, but you don't need to do anything. You just need to stay down, Mr. President. You don't have anything to do. He's getting pushed. His teammates are winning the gunfight. Still, 10 more seconds. Gordo from the top ropes gets another double kill, and he is just locking it down in the iron side at the moment. It's only going to be 5 more seconds. They got to go. You got to go if you're Wicked right now. You got to touch the time, and Gordo is killing everyone in sight. All the pixels are dying. The pistol's out. 46 for this man, going for 47, and he's going to fall, but we will be going to a new hill. But look who's here. It's Tragic. He's on the point early, and that should be the final couple of seconds to close it on out here. And a crazy map number 1. But it will be Last Resort. They will clutch up. And I mean, you got to be thanking Gordo if you're Last Resort there. I mean, he just absolutely went nuclear. 46 kills, almost 5,000 damage. Really the savior for Last Resort in that map number 1. And a nice little turn and burn on Q here to send us to the map number 2 on that kill cam. What a map he just had. And I mean, to be honest, that's a good sign if you're Wicked. Even though you lost that map, I mean, it took a Herculean effort there from Gordo, really, to send us the distance. My goodness. What a map they just had. And honestly, that's kind of what I wanted, to be honest, was a bang out. I didn't want it to be a, you know, if I was going to be a 3-0, I wanted it to be close. And that map, it delivered for sure. Went all the way down to the wire, but it was Last Resort. They were gonna be the ones taking it, you know. And you know, I sound a little, you know, hesitant saying that because I thought it was going to be kind of a dominant performance from Last Resort, you know, after seeing the records, but it wasn't to be. And I believe it was 220 at the end of that one. I believe somebody in chat can correct me if I'm wrong on the score, but yeah, close one in map number 1 there. Definitely a good job from Last Resort down the tail end, but it got a little hairy there. I mean, they kind of were trolling a little bit from P3 to P4. They put themselves in kind of a hole there. It was about 50, 60 points that they were able to overcome there. They chained a couple of hills together, and down the line, they were able to get it done. So nice clutch out from them. As we head to this map 2, it's going to be Den coming up next, and I called this one a must-win on the pre-show for Wicked here, and I think it still remains true. It's one of those things where, you know, if you can Neslo the team, it has to start with Search, right? So we'll see if Wicked can take back map number 2. And honestly, I mean, like I said, it was a good sign in that map number 1. They were definitely shooting, Wicked were, in that first one. So definitely still a series that's for sure possible for them to convert here. It's just whether or not they could lock in and be on the same page with their teamwork aspect and, you know, probably hit some things quick and aggressive on their offensive pushes. I love to see fast hits. You know, it doesn't matter the bomb site, doesn't matter really where you do it. As long as you do it as a unit and you have all your bases covered, it can definitely work out for you. So going forward in this series, I think S&D, this is a must-win for Wicked. And if they could win that Overload, this definitely can go 5 maps. We'll see if that ends up being the case or not, or if Last Resort can lock in and win the S&D as well. But, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of excited, guys. I'm a little excited about what's going to be happening here going forward in this series. This should be a good one for sure. And I'll let the players know that I'm ready for map number 2. I'm not sure if they're, I think they're keeping host, actually. I'm not sure. I believe they are actually keeping host for map number 2. I'm not sure, though. I guess I'll get clarification here in a moment. Excuse me. Wicked has this search. Yeah, if anybody in chat, let me know, because I'm not really too familiar with either of these teams. I don't know, like, what their strengths and their weaknesses and game modes and maps and stuff. Let me know. I mean, is Wicked like an SND team? Sancho, you guys some search demons? I see you coming in chat. I have no idea what to expect, but I mean, I guess that we'll see as we are loading on in here to this map number 2, SND, and you know, it was a very close affair in the end there in that hard point. It seemed like Wicked, you know, we're probably going to be able to pull it out, but at the very end, last resort, they clutched up. Gordo went huge, and we'll see if he could do the same thing again. Honestly, you really don't want to rely on one person going off, but we'll see if that ends up being the case, and I'll fix the map count here in a second. Let me get that situated. There we go. It's going to be a 4-hit toward the A-bomb site, excuse me. It's only going to be brainwashed here, I believe, but the nade's going to land. Nice double nades coming on through. And yeah, now Rick has to back up and rethink what the approach is going to be. An unfortunate... Wait, what? Team nade just happened. Okay. It looks like Q's going to be on the pinch, but I believe he has been spotted. Yeah, Rewind picks him up. 2v2 situation now, Rick and Vibes. Rick gets another one as well, and Rick for all 3, I believe, in that round. Look at him go. Side door dominance with the AR. Not the gun for that gunfight either. Typically, you see SMGs excel at that range, but nice job from Rick there, I believe. I maybe only got 2 here. Okay, I thought he got all 3. Maybe a little bit of an overgas from Rick, but I mean, a 2-piece of the side door with an AR, that's definitely not an easy feat. Definitely helped he had his teammate there, so nice little team shots coming through, and Wicked on the board first after losing first blood. Players falling off the map, maybe causing that issue there. Hopefully we don't see any more team kills with nades this map. As I believe I see Vibes with the sniper, so let's go on board with him for a moment. See if he's able to get anything done here. He's going to be peeking. Oh no, the hit marker. You hate to see it. Double nades though, so I mean, capitalizing on the damage at the very least. You'll take a hit marker as long as it gets converted into a kill every time. And now a 2v4 and a rough one at that. They have the entire site control. And I mean, look at where Brax is at right now. Like, he is all the way in their spawn watching the overextension. I mean, this is like, they have nowhere to go, really. 1 for 1 at Dojo at the moment. Gordo going for the second one. He will get the second one at the very least. Oh my god, that snipe through the wall was so close. Gives him a little bit of a breeze there. Gordo, I mean, he could still clutch this. He's got to get the player in the back with the AR first, and he can't do it. Oh, are they flipped? My bad, guys. I'll flip him back. Forgot to do that. Thought I flipped him. 1 sec. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's why. There we go. Oh, you know what? I probably thought the teams were on the other side. Wait, let me make sure I got that right first before I... Did I get that right? Okay, cool. It's good now. It's good now. Sorry. Appreciate you guys. Let me know. I usually try and make sure it's right before, but I think I definitely messed it up. But shout out chat. W chat. Anyways, 2-0 now. Wicked. Coming out of the gates hot. And Vibes still with the boomstick, but he's got to be careful here. There's 3 players toward B. Vibes looking for an angle of approach here. He's not spotting anything yet. Vibes not able to find anything toward mid, and it's going to be Brax. He's getting pushed by 2 different players. Yeah, there we go. Isolate the player toward mid. I love that approach from Wicked. Doing their thing. And look at that. That rotated all of the arrows back toward A. I mean, little do they know B is wide open, but they're going to be taking the audible toward A. And they're going to meet some heavy resistance. Vibes, oh my god! Rick, is that Vibes Rick? I don't even know. The kill feed is just wrong in every regard right now. 2v3. Tragic going for the equalizer. He should be able to get one towards side door. Rick gets a double with the pistol, but it doesn't matter. Last resort are able to convert that round. Yeah, Codcaster being wrong is nothing new. Every time I try to go to somebody, I swear it's wrong. This Codcaster says it's a different number. It still bugs me to this day. One day they'll fix it, maybe. Maybe that's just cope. Regardless, though, great round from Last Resort. Good answer back. I love the slow play. They know Vibes was with the sniper. They didn't want to give him any peeks, and you know, as soon as they killed that player, they isolated him toward mid. That, you know, allowed the wrap to happen. I mean, it was kind of a gamble stack. I liked the adjustment from Wicked to gamble stack it, and they guessed right, but just ran out of numbers in the end. Nice little nade from mid, and oh my god, the Kobe's are coming out today, let me tell you. 1 for 1 toward mid, but I mean, the frag grenades for Wicked, and there we go. It's gonna be Vibes with 2 with the sniper. Double kill for him. And there we go. The sniper finally gets some value. And now Kova, 1v4. Or 1v3, I should say, after the nade kill. And look at how far Vibes is playing in the back of the map. I don't know if Kova's gonna be reading this corner. He might be able to get a pass, though, without Vibes seeing him. I mean, he's gonna get the info, but... yeah, it should be Vibes right behind him anyway here. Should be cleaned up here in a moment, as long as Vibes doesn't fall off the map. He was dangerously close to doing so, but is able to get it done. 3-1 now. And I think Sancho might have been right in chat. I think Wicked definitely better at SND. For sure. Definitely their game mode. They seem like they know exactly what they want to do, is kind of the difference I'm seeing. And Hardpoint, maybe a little bit of, it wasn't even really that bad of struggles, honestly, in the Hardpoint. It just seemed like they kind of lost composure at the end, maybe a little bit. But definitely in Search, they seem locked in. They seem like they are coordinated. So maybe some SMG, or not SMG, some CMG chows at the beginning of the year, responsible for that. If this is the same Vibes I'm thinking of, I might have played with him before. I might be wrong. I don't know. It might be a different one, but I used to play S&D with the Vibes, so maybe this is true. But it's going to be El Gordo. Going to be falling for first blood here. And I keep missing snipes. I keep missing everything. El observing for me. Going to be rewind with the sniper. And another... I got the snipe this time. Another grenade kill. But, I mean, snipers are just paying dividends, it seems like, for both teams. Rewind pulls it out, and already Rewind for 2 in the round. Eliminates their sniper. Now Q and Brax just waiting toward Dojo. Yeah, looks like Bomb might be going down soon, but they're not going to stick it as of yet. They know there's one toward Dojo, and now Kova. Gonna go for the plant, but his legs are sticking out here. This is a crazy aggressive planting spot. He can be killed from basically anywhere there, but sticks it regardless. We'll see if Q and Brax can pick up the 2v2 and put a 4th one on the board for Wicked. The wraps are coming in. Kova, I believe he spotted him. But he's getting re-wrapped as well. Q should get the info for this trade. Yeah, he's right in front of you, Q. Checking all your corners, but they're going to line up for him. Q for the double. The kill feed's wrong, but Q sending them to the pockets. 4 now. 4 Wicked. And so far, I mean, it doesn't matter, it seems like, what the round count is, what the life count is, if they're up players, down players. So far, Wicked have just been converting all of these rounds. Doing a great job. And honestly, the thing I'm most impressed with so far has been just the grenade usage. Their grenade usage has been some of the best I've seen, to be honest. I don't know if it's just people just not running Flak Jacket on the side of Last Resort. It's probably the case, because they're just getting cobed, it would seem. And there's some good double nades coming out as well, but I mean, man. Gotta run Flak Jacket, guys, and it looks like, I'm not sure who that was, but off the map for Rick, I guess that was. 3v3 now. Wicked going toward A. Bomb's gonna be planted. Now we'll see what the retake looks like this time for Last Resort, because they gotta put one on the board. This is a much-needed round win. If they can win this one, they can at least stop the bleeding a little bit. Stun's gonna land, but Tragic not gonna check his corners, and Peekaboo, Q's in the corner. Oh my god, almost got turned on. Some bad shots from Q, but he does stabilize. He wins the gunfight, so that's all that matters at the end of the day, and now it's just up to Rewind. 1v3, pretty much SOL. I believe he has the sniper out as well, so yeah, just only the pistol to rely on. And 5 on the board for Wicked Gaming now. 1 round away from tying up the series here. And they look poised to do so, man. I mean, these guys look good at Search. And honestly, with how promising map number 1 was as well, they could definitely steal a respawn. They could even potentially win this in 4, honestly, if they can lock in an overload. We'll see what ends up happening in that game mode, but we're still in Search and Destroy. We still got some time left, but, I mean, Last Resort. I mean, they're living up to their name right now. This is literally their last resort. Aggression coming in through B. It's going to be Q and Co. They're chiming on in for 2. They're running it straight down. And already a 1v4 for Tragic. Gets one back, but I mean, just overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. Just W keying at your opponents. They're holding shift, and they're holding the W in map number 2. A nice bounce back from them. And they'll take it 6-1 as well. Just, I mean, Den might be their best map, but I mean, my God, SND, definitely their best game mode, for sure, it would seem. A dominant performance. A lot of untraded kills there. Vibes going off for sure with that sniper, as well as just the nade usage. I mean, I talked about it a minute ago, but the nade utilization was so good, that map. It was pretty much second to none. I mean, we saw so many just double nades coming through off the top on the opening rip. Like, just Semtexes landing in corners where people probably should have been living, but if they didn't have flak jackets, so they were just getting one naded. So, yeah, I mean, SND, I feel like you got to run flak jacket, guys. It's one of those things where it's probably a must, especially if you don't have trophies. 6-1 in that search and destroy. And heading into this overload, it's kind of anybody's game now. Anybody's series to win, really. I'm excited, honestly. This has all the makings of potentially going to map 5 as well. And I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're still a ways away from that, but the way things are looking right now, it's looking like it's shaping up to be a banger. I never wrong, just early, right, guys? It's gonna be Den yet again, so we'll see if the wind in the sails of Wicked Gaming is enough to steal this respawn that they need here. They're gonna need one of the next 2 for sure here. And honestly, my money's probably on map 4, but I mean, Den Overload, it can be the case as well. I talked about it on the pre-show a little bit here. I think it's one of those things where if they can lock in with the teamwork on Overload, they could definitely win. And I mean, honestly, Overload and Search, they have a little bit of crossover in that way. As long as you're able to have the teamwork flowing and knowing what people are going to do, right? You got to be able to play the map effectively, even probably more so than Hardpoint in some regard, where you have to make sure you're counting names, accounting for flanks, accounting for people off of spawn, making sure you're positioning for the reset of Overload. There's a lot to do on this game type, so it's one of those things where we'll see. I mean, who's more practiced on this game type as well, because I'm sure teams probably don't scrim this as much as they probably should. I'm sure hardpoint scrims are a thing, but Overload scrims, maybe not so much as well. And I mean, SMD, you get your reps usually from CMGs as well. You get more so on those, but Overload's probably the game type you're scrimming the least as a team. And I don't know. We'll see if that ends up being a factor or not in this one. I don't know. As I do hear the beeps in my ear, we are going to be loading on into map number 3 as well. So still anybody's series to take, but I mean, we'll see what ends up happening here. And I appreciate the teams for keeping the same host as well throughout the whole series. W teams, W. Love you guys. Makes my job a lot easier, for sure, for sure. And we're going to be tied up 1 apiece going into map number 3 here. And we'll see what ends up happening. And let me check. I believe I have the team names right this time around. I do. So 1 apiece. Off to the races on board with Braxton. We'll see how washed he indeed is here, but aggression toward mid as well is going to be Rick winning the first one. Brax gets one toward 10, but still has some work to do. His teammates are struggling to find some positioning toward mid at the moment. I mean, Den can be like this, but hey, they're already here. Brax is getting into their spawn. He gets 2 before dying. Rick with the 3rd one, and that should be the drone going in. First score already on the board. And last resort. Let one go through early. Look at this positioning from Q. Just ring around the Rosie toward mid-map. Oh my god, look at where Rick's at. He's still behind enemy lines. He's still being annoying. He's still living as well. Gets another one, comes back for the chow, and I mean, this might be an early relay, and it will be. Q puts the second one in, and honestly, Wicked, I mean, they might have just locked in after map number 1. It will be last resort on the reset, but I mean, they got to do a better job converting some of these kills into some scoring. I mean, honestly, converting the kills might not matter. They're just okay. Well, they get one back at the very least. As I say that, they're not really winning the slang battle, is what I was going to say, but they get one back regardless. And that's kind of what I was talking about on the pre-show. You know, you get a cap in, but you instantly allow a counter cap. So Wicked, maybe you should have stalled out the second one there a little bit, but I can't even really blame them. They had all the kills, so Reset coming back on in. Rick is pushed up, but will get sniffed on out. Now Tragic trying to do the exact same thing on the other side of the map. And he's in a good spot to do so as well. I mean, unfortunately, lets Rick get one before dying. But this is what you need if you're last resort here. They could potentially get a score here, but I mean, Rewind kind of surrounded. Yeah, in the Lion's Den. No real follow-up support there. Nova going for a chow, only able to get the one, and now that should allow Gordo a chance, an opportunity to pinch. He's behind all three of these players. They're going to line up for him. He gets 1, 2, 3 body bags, line him up, and shoot him down. Up to Vibes off of spawn now to stop the forward momentum. He's in a great corner, but the shot's not so great. Oh my god. Absolutely gunned in that one. Tragic for a couple. Kova going for the drone, but he's going to get shot off of spawn surely here, and maybe a missed opportunity there. Last resort would have loved to have had that one. And now Rick, I mean, he's in your spawn yet again, and look at all three arrows toward the lobby, and Rick, I mean, he's lining them up again. So far, so good, and I mean, Wicked potentially going to put this third one on the board. Yeah, he's standing on the portal, but it doesn't matter if you don't shoot your gun. 2 minutes left now for a fourth one, potentially. If you are Wicked here, but I don't know. Your last resort, this is looking rough off the opening for Overload, and I was talking about there's some overlap between Search and Overload, and I mean, you're kind of seeing it here. A rough map so far for Rewind. Looking at him to turn it up as well. We'll see if he's able to do so. Kova kind of in an interesting spot here, but he'll shoot, he'll reveal himself, and Rick with the free kill, but free kill with the caveat of being taxed for his life there. He'll get cleaned up. Rewind with some shots in the back, unable to finish one, and he's just got to live here, honestly. Wait for some support, because, yeah, I mean, he's just getting shouldered to death. Going for the chow, but, yeah, just some sloppy shots across the board. And, unfortunately, another teammate coming out, so I was wondering if we were going to see another one, and we are, so. Tragic. Looking for some forward progress, get some shots in, has some teammate support this time around, and they're going to collect on a couple. So we'll be last resort. They will stabilize, but, I mean, they got to take advantage of some of these clearance kills that they're getting. Seems like they're getting... I mean, this kind of... We see this a lot, honestly, on Overload. You get kills toward your base, but it's a lot harder to get the kills in the enemy spawn, because they're just on top of you. They spawn so close, so... It's going to be, I mean, really up to Gordo. He was the hero in map number 1. He's going to have to be the hero again, it seems like, in map number 3. But Brax going for 2. Going for 3. I mean, one's a team kill, but... The feed is lighting up. Unfortunately, it's with the wrong player, but we know it was you, Brax. Don't worry. 18 and 9, a great start from him. Double positive, almost 20 kills already. Going for 19, but shut down. 20 seconds left. Rewind, able to get one, but some sloppy shots from him. Rewind, yeah, having a kind of a rough go of it, I'm not going to lie. And it will be one last attempt. Or last resort here, it will be. To maybe close... Oh! Maybe close out the half. Almost falls off the map, though, so it might not matter, but... An audible looks like it's coming through toward A, so, I mean, nobody's wrapping back, really, for Wicked here, but, I mean, honestly, Gordo running out of time, running out of positioning to work with, and he'll fall, so... 3-1 at the halftime. Wicked. Pretty dominant start for them so far. Thought they might have been able to get that fourth one, but maybe rushed it a little bit. Been this guy on your screen. It says Q, but this was Brax. With all 4. One of them a team kill, but I mean, hey, get out of my way. I'm frying here. And we'll see if Last Resort can turn up in the second half. Sometimes we see, you know, one side can be more preferred than the other. It depends on the map. It depends on the team, on how they elect to play it. And Gordo, knife in the air. Knifing his teammates, and apparently knifing himself, because reflect damage is on, but, I mean, Brax in a cruddy corner off the rip is going to get the free kill. Nobody clearing that spot. Thankfully, it's traded, but, yeah, not the best start there. But the drone is being ran, and, I mean, look at this. I mean, Gordo going for the pinch, but look at where Vibes is already at. He's in their base, but he'll think twice about that, and he'll back on up for the moment. And it might have just been a bait, because, I mean, look at where Brax is at. He's already through. Couple more kills away from scoring this one, but they're still here. They're still local. They didn't get baited that hard. And I mean, this route from Vibes is definitely interesting. I mean, he's honestly trying to just get out of dodge, I think, but not really a whole lot he can do there. And Tragic, yeah, maybe pushed up a little bit too far with the drone too quickly there. And Gordo almost lost that one 8 HP away from getting turned on, but he'll stand tall for the time being. And now, I mean, it's really one possession. Vibes is going to pick it up again. And this guy's been pretty squirrely with it. Making a lot of plays happen, just unfortunately hasn't scored as of yet. But, I mean, your time might be now. Your time might be now. 4 HP and a dream, but yeah, not enough HP. Probably could have waited a little bit, but didn't really have the window for it. Tried to force that one, and with no health, gets shut down at the goal line. And Rewind, you got to be careful here, because this could potentially be a cap the other direction. Yeah, he thinks better of it. Gordo on the other side of the map, unable to get the first one. But, I mean, look at how much space there is on the map right now. Nobody watching this overextension toward B. And, I mean, Gordo caught between a rock and a hard place there. He chose wrong. Tragic, able to get a double before falling, and gets all three as well. Kova, a 1v1. He wins this one. It's a cap, but no. Shut down. And it's Brax yet again. I mean, I keep seeing Q in the kill feed, and I'll just know it's Brax. One for the pre-fire, able to get the first one. Teammates there for the trade. But the drone is being red. I mean, Gordo trying to go for a cheeky little play to get themselves a score on the board, but yeah, I mean, so far, it has been rough going for Last Resort in this overload. They are just getting outslayed, outpositioned. And just every opportunity, they've gotten a couple of kills. It seems like they've just kind of, I don't know, a day late and a dollar short. Rick will clear the base for now, but Tragic gets a double to stabilize things for the time being, but he's got to be careful. He has a player literally right in the corner. Yeah, here, I mean, that's Q doing his thing to try and stay alive. He'll just play a corner. Vibes is here. Look at this pinch coming in on it from Brax yet again. He's behind both enemy players. Is he going to realize it, though? The timing might be terrible, and it will be. The drone is getting relayed, though. He's got to be careful here, because this is probably a score from the top ropes. There we go. Number 4, signed, sealed, delivered, and on time. And Brax with another repeat. Actually, that was Rick. My apologies. The kill feed is completely butchered. That was going to be Rick this time with the 3-piece. He was on a 5 spree before falling. And I mean, Brax is still in your base. Brax is doing the Lord's work. And another 4 dead. This is probably a potential relay toward the A zone yet again. And I mean, Rick is just cutting them off spawn. Rick is doing all of it. I mean, what is going on in this map? Everybody positive at the moment. Relay potential number 3 coming through, but I mean, it will be Kova here, but I mean, with a minute left, 5-1. This game is over. It'll be Wicked taking map number 3, and if I had any doubts about them in that map number 1 hardpoint, I think they are gone at this point. And Vibes going for some style points to probably put number 6 on the board, but I don't think he's going to be able to score a B, so he'll get on out of here. Rewind watching the OE, but drone on the other side of the map. Benko trying to shut the door, and it looks like they will for the moment, but, I mean, you got the Reaper in your spawn. His name is Brax. He's got the scythe in hand, but fortunately it needed some sharpening. He'll fall to the second one. But, I mean, a great map from Wicked. Overload, I mean, apparently on this map, maybe it's just a den thing. Maybe they're just great at den. I don't know. Regardless, I mean, they look good in this map. And we'll see if Brax can end with the top kills at the moment. So far, it's really him and Rick competing for that. Q at the goal line does get shut down. Brax as well, so will be 35, I believe, to end the map for Brax, and 32 for Rick. And a absolute BTA in that one. Not even close. Wicked taking that one convincingly. I believe 5-1 was the ending scoreline. You see the 3-piece. I believe this was Rick as well, so don't get it twisted. Codcaster's busted. Nice little 3-piece kill cam for them. A quad in the first half, a triple to end it. And Wicked, I mean, they're looking strong, guys. This is a tough one right now. 23 non-traded for both Rick and Braxton. That one is not something you want to see, really, on the flip side, for Last Resort. You got to start trading these kills. You got to just start getting the slaying going. And I mean, Rewind, I called him out on the first half. He ended pretty poorly as well in that one. Really need him to turn up in this hard point going forward. It's going to be a tough ask because, I mean, we're heading to Colossus, right? This should be the SMG map, right? This should be the bang out map where you can definitely, with a sub, get things going. But we'll see if that's going to be the case, man. Wicked looking good. And I'm curious if anybody in chat knows, because I know this happens all the time, right? Wicked, they're 0-4 on the season. They've won one map. Was there a roster change that happened before I casted this match? Because that could be very likely as why we're seeing a completely different team. I am curious. I'm very curious right now. Because usually the stats don't lie. So it's definitely one of those things where maybe they just like came out frying, but it could very well be they had a roster change before this map or before this match. So let me know if you guys know. I'm curious. But yeah, if you are Last Resort, yeah, a tough affair in the last couple of maps. It's going to have to be Colossus where, you know, is your saving grace here to send us to map number 5 because, I mean, the hard point in map number 1, I mean, wasn't exactly decisive either. 250 to 220. I mean, that's within a stone's throw. So we'll see if Colossus is going to be favoring them a little bit more in this one. Excuse me. And while I'm going to wait for them to load this, I'm going to take this opportunity to take a drink. Yeah, Sancho, I thought it had to have been. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just go from not winning a map to winning maps like that. You know what I mean? You don't just do that without a roster change. So that's why I had a feeling that's what was happening, but obviously, you know, I didn't know. So I appreciate you for clarifying. That makes a lot more sense for sure. So, I mean, Wicked definitely showing up for sure. And honestly, guys, I'm not too sure about playoffs and what's going to be happening with that. I don't know how many more. I think we have 2 more weeks. So I think Wicked, I mean, if they do win out, I think they could potentially make playoffs still. They would have a negative record, like they would be 3-4, for example, right? But they could still potentially Wicked as well. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know, but we are going to be loading on in to map number 4 and potentially the last one here. Wicked up 2-0 or 2-1, excuse me, in this one, looking to close it. And we'll see if Last Resort can show us something, because it was kind of a rough map number 2 and number 3 for them, and already getting naded off the rip. Flanks coming on in from Rick and co, and they're going to clear house. That's going to be 4 dead, and that'll be red time. And I saw on the mini-map before I went to Gordor there, a little bit of a 360 action, maybe not having the best time. Or maybe just trolling, one of those two. You can never tell. And I'm switching people like a crack addict right now, so I apologize, but I just don't even know. I don't even need to know. I don't know. I can't even talk, guys. I'm so flustered. I don't know who to go onto on this map sometimes because it's just a bang out. It's like bow cage in that regard, you know? Just gunfights happening left and right all the time. And Gordo going for an overextension, and he's going to get through. He's going to get 1. There we go. Kova gets the trade, but look at where Rick's at. He's watching the cut here, and he should be able to pick up this guy's side door, but he lets him through for the moment, but Gordo does spawn here. But he only gets damage. He doesn't get kills on anybody. Rewind's going to have to go for the cleanup, only able to get the first one, and there you go. The break is on in. The spawns are going to flip. And I mean, Wicked Gaming starting out hot in map number 2, map number 3, and again, in map number 4 as well. We'll see if they can convert this hill into a 60-second hold. Because so far, so good. They're just winning all the gunfights. And it's been a rough affair so far. Tragic having a kind of a stinker. 0-6 start for him. Looking at him to turn it around. But you definitely can, as long as you're able to lock down P3 here. And with 20 seconds left, I mean, you can probably hit this from the front one last time. It is Colossus, after all. So you can kind of bang out old, as long as you're winning the gunfights at new. But it's got to be a better effort. Yeah, Gordo just laying in the corner. He's at new, but no one is there helping and watching on the front. And I mean, another 3-piece. It's Brax yet again. Kill feed's wrong again a second time in a row, but I mean, my God, Wicked has been showing up big. These last 3 maps here, even that map number 1, honestly, just kind of threw it away at the end, but Last Resort, they are going to be on new, but they got to start winning some gunfights here. I mean, I'm really looking at Tragic stepping on up here. Rewinds to turn it up a little bit from map number 2, but see if Tragic can as well. And I mean, yeah, not the best start. kind of scared. I was going to go into a listen-in with Last Resort, but I might hold off for a moment until they actually, you know, can get some sort of map positioning. So I don't want to hear the down comms, you know, the sad comms, but we'll see if they can hold on to this last P3 time here. 20 seconds and change left to collect here. Gordo gets the scrap on old, but it's going to be the flips coming on through. I mean, Wicked's here. They got a 60-point edge, and they're on new. Gunfights from the front are going to be mandatory from Last Resort. I love this positioning from Vibes. He's already pushed out Statue. Gets one, knows the pressure is going to be mounting from the front. And I mean, yeah, Tragic's here. He's going to spot him, but he gets turned on again. Oh my God. Vibes with all 3, 4 spree for him, going for the 5th, and he's not going to get it. But I mean, damage has been done. Gordo's in the back, but I mean, he's going to get red. Wow, what a win from Gordo. He spawns his teammate on him. Kobo's here, and this might be the collapse that they needed desperately here. Last Resort, they'll break the spawns, but Gordo's going for a pinch, but his whole team dies. Maybe not the opportune moment to do so. Shots in on the back on 1, but his teammates, I mean, he's relying on them to win the gunfights, and he's kind of out of the play now. I mean, Rewind going from side door, not able to do so, and there you go. The collapse happens, and yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe not the best decision from Gordo there. Probably should just reinforce old at that point. And again, Last Resort, they are struggling immensely on this Colossus. It's going to have to be a better effort as we go toward this P1. And honestly, I was scared to do a listen-in, but we'll do one anyway. Let's go into a listen-in with Last Resort as they attempt to try and make this comeback on P1.
Left, I'm hitting
I'm
deep
on
left.
you, Gordo. Let's go.
One other steps, there's steps, there's steps, there's
I'm hitting
steps.
the steps.
There's
It's
steps
close up weak, close up weak.
2 in,
Deep
2 in,
deep
2 in
spawn,
P1,
deep
2 in
spawn,
P1.
deep in the spawn.
I spawn yellow, bro, I spawn yellow.
Yeah, I'm still spawning yellow. Ree, there's one with you. There's one with you.
Stash, dash,
Probably
shut
pushed
up.
out P2, Ree.
No
That's
one
fine,
stash,
that's
no
fine.
one stash, no one stash, I'm nading him.
I'm telling this guy time.
Still stash,
Time is
bro,
1
stash
time is
Eddie.
1 Rick is 1 on the side,
Stash
corner.
Eddie,
Dead,
stash
nice.
Stash Eddie, stash Eddie.
I got naded,
Spawn blue,
left
I
side.
spawned blue.
Stash,
He pushed
one,
in the
one,
steps.
one,
One
Two,
pushed in the
step,
steps.
one step, and one on the left side of hill. Left side
I'm
and
waiting for
step.
y'all, I'm waiting for y'all.
I spawn yellow, I spawn yellow.
Spawn yellow.
Yellow steps, yellow
One got
steps.
yellow steps, one got yellow steps.
P2. They team killed.
1.1 E.
There's another one P2. Another one was P2.
One,
got
one
it,
right-
we got it
left
back.
side of
We
hill, left
gotta
side of
put
hill,
them
left
up.
side of hill.
Going left, going
Yeah,
left.
play new.
Deep back dead.
We got our flat left here, flat left here.
Yeah, one's the back steps, one's the back steps. He's challenging me. I need help. I'm 1 shot.
I'm in the back.
Oh, deep left, deep left, deep left. He's 1 shot.
Another
One
one
shot,
on
deep
you.
left, one shot, deep left.
Another one. Two.
Got one.
There's another one back there.
There's another Gordo somewhere. Bank front of me, Hart. Get bank front of me.
He's on blue crate going.
Left side head, left side head,
Going
one
side
shot.
door, side door.
Go inside door.
Guy in hill dead.
Shot.
P1.
Bro, he's not back of me,
Close
bro. He's back.
One in P1, there's one in P1.
Left
P1, 1 shot.
P1
dead.
dead. P1 dead.
P1 dead.
Made it
P2.
left route.
On the left side heading.
One's
Left
on
side
the
heading.
Outer. One P1, one statue.
Made it left route.
And that's the comps of Last Resort. They don't sound that great. I mean, they're not, honestly, they could be worse, honestly, for how down they are in this map right now. 200 to 30 right now. I mean, this is, you know, they still sound locked in, but they had those same kind of frantic energy that they had in that map number 1. Maybe a little bit worse than this map as well, but I mean, I can understand why. I would probably be crashing out, honestly, if I was on this team right now, on the receiving end of this one right now, because I mean, Wicked, I mean, they are locked and loaded 230 to 38 right now. I mean, this is looking rough. Wicked looking to close it here in 4, and I mean, I kind of doubted them off the start, but I mean, I had a feeling that there was a roster change, and they are showing us the improvement already in this series. I mean, this has been a complete massacre in this map number 4. Honestly, probably didn't even need to go the distance. Maybe they weren't warmed up in map number 1, but I mean, Last Resort, they are trying to get on old Kova's here, but Pistol's on out. He's able to get the 1, but Hellstorm, I believe, in the sky. That's going to be Brax looking for something. Unable to find it, so it looks like they will survive for the moment, but it's going to have to be literal perfection from here on out from Last Resort. And as I say that, 3 are going to fall. It's going to be last alive toward Tragic to try and touch the time. 3 seconds is all that remains, and that will do it. A slaughter in map number 4. 250. Do I believe 43? Did I see that right? My God. Wicked. Showing them how it's done. And a BTA in this one. One of the more one-sided maps I have seen this year. Definitely not the most one-sided. Trust me, guys. I have seen some absolute, just an insane, not real Call of Duty performances. But yeah, this is up there for sure. And a great performance from Wicked. They lock it in, and they take it in 4. Nice little showing. Vibes 24 non-traded. I think this is the same Vibes I swear I used to play SND with. I could be wrong, or at least Money 8's with. It might be the same dude. I don't know. Let me know if Vibes, if you remember. Or was it MW3? I think it was MW3. I play with you a little bit. But alas, I digress. Great series from Wicked. They locked it in. They're going to take it in 4. Sorry about the ads also, guys. That's Twitch doing, not my doing. So is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. I would turn them off if I could, but yeah, Wicked gonna take it in 4, and I mean, hey, they survive, and I believe they are still alive for the playoffs, taking it in 4. And I mean, you know, it's kind of interesting because I mean, Last Resort map number 1, it was a close hard point. They pulled it out, and then you would swear it was like a completely different team in the next 3. Wicked taking it convincingly in the next 3 game modes straight. So I don't know what's going on with that. It is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Maybe they just need a little bit of a warm up period in that first map to get things flowing. But regardless, I appreciate you guys coming out in chat tonight as well. This was kind of I wasn't even really planning on casting tonight, but I figured I'd throw my hat in the ring, get a match or 2 in before the night ended. But that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys coming on out. Shout out Wicked. I think they still alive for playoffs, but if you are Last Resort, yeah, kind of a tough result. Definitely got to bounce back in their next one, and we'll see how the group shakes up as we go forward. But that should do it. Appreciate you guys yet again, all the follows and all that jazz. I don't know if I'm going to be casting later or not. I don't think so, but regardless, appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night is what I'm trying to say. Later, y'all.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that clock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, masking, casual. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened late in December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas dying the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals, is them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bomb money, we doing this shit for free. If he told that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the streets, we play for keeps. 2011. August 11, R.I.P.O.D. August 9th, 2 days before, I turned 17, 21 to 45. I'm like, what the fuck that mean?
You fighting an armed robbery, shorty. That's what they offer.
My little brother getting big, my uncle got that cough again. He been smoking crack since I was born, that one be smoking him. I used to stay up in that granny crib just to talk to him. When I was locked up, I knocked on his door and told him walk with him. Back to this shit, so started rapping out of war, going viral. Boy, this bitch cracking.